Hey guys, Richard here, eBike Reviews and Adventures. In this video, I'm taking the MeetOne Breeze Pro out for its first ride. So I'm just getting familiar with it, and I thought I'd take you along. So yeah, MeetOne sent this to us. We unboxed it this morning and got it assembled. It's good quality, similar to the Tour model. I'm happy with that. I don't know, there are a few things that are different about it though. We'll kind of get around and talk about those, but yeah, so far it's really good. I'm liking it. Nice smooth ride. Right now I'm in, let's see, 7th gear and pedal assist 3. It only goes up to 3 levels of pedal assist. Because this is the Pro model, you do have a torque sensor. The standard model has a cadence. So that means I can control the speed a little bit. I can slow down here, and just pedal a little slower, go at a slower speed. But then if I want to go faster, just pedal a little faster and it picks right up. So that's kind of cool. Let's go this way. Yeah. Kind of cool. Got a lot of traffic out here today, it looks like. Late afternoon. Apologize for that. Yeah, so it handles good. It handles real good. Big bump there though. Hit that pretty hard. So, a couple of things I noticed right away. Oh, let's check our speed right here. Probably not pointing at us, it's pointing at the cars out there. Yeah, a couple of things I noticed right away is you can go up to about 18 miles an hour in pedal assist 1 if you're pedaling, but when you're using the throttle you only go about 3.8 miles an hour, so real nice and slow. So if you're looking for a trike that's going to be real easy on you, real nice and slow, well, this one might be a good option for you. I'm going to turn around here just because there's going to be more and more traffic and it's going to get noisy. Look at that. I didn't even have to lean over. So this one also does a really good job of turning without feeling like you're tipping over. So I like that about this a lot. In pedal assist 3, I was able to pedal up to, what was it, about 21 miles per hour. Yeah, but throttle, over here throttle only, it's only 16. So kind of wished you had the full throttle available to you for the full speed. But that's only if you're pedaling. So that's something good to know. I'm going to have to check the tire pressure in these tires. They feel like they might be really stiff. I'm going to have to lower a little air out. Just make it a more comfortable ride. Because some of these bumps I'm hitting kind of hard. Feels hard. These are Innovo tires they have on here. 18 by 4. Kind of a strange size, so not 20 by 4 like most trikes. These are 18 by 4s. That makes it a little bit different. I have the single battery version of this trike that comes in, single battery, which is 20 amp hour for the Pro, or 15 amp hour for the standard trike. And then they have 3 or 4 other battery options. It's like you can have a second battery for like 10 amp and 15 amp or 20 amp. And so they give you like plenty of battery combination options there. Well, that's really cool. I'm going to speed up here. Didn't have to touch my gears at all, right? Just pedaled a little faster. That's all that was necessary. Right there we were doing 20 miles an hour. Let's take a right turn here. Let's take a right turn. Took that turn at 14 miles an hour. So nice and stable. I like that it has a twist throttle. I like the button pad. We've seen that on a lot of bikes, a lot of trikes. So that's nice and easy to operate there. You got parking brakes on both sides, left and right. Yeah, we're going to stop up here in just a moment and I'll show you a close-up shot of a few things, so stick with me. It's got a couple of neat little features too that are just kind of different, so talk about those. This isn't the full review. This is just me getting familiar with it and bringing you along for the ride. So if you Want to see what my thoughts are here in a couple of weeks, make sure you subscribe and stick around, and you'll get the full video. Yeah, I think we're going to stop right over here somewhere. Let's stop right over here. Goes across the, not a little bumpy, but I mean, it goes across this rough terrain real nice and easy. It's got plenty of power. Yeah, so let's take a look here. There it is. You can see it in the shadows. Yeah, nice tread, kind of like a street pattern tread on that. I like that. The Pro version has hydraulic brakes. The standard version has manual brakes. Let's see, what are some of the other differences? Torque versus cadence between the two different models. So this is the torque version. I like that. Kind of similar to the Tour model that we have. It's got some similarities, like same style fenders around the wheels. Same style seat with a separate backrest. This backrest actually goes back a little bit further, which is nice because it is adjustable here, and we have it in the furthest back position, but you can see here there's a pretty good gap there, so it gives you a little more space between the saddle and the backrest, which is nice. Doesn't make you feel like you're being pushed forward on the saddle here, so I really like that as well. It's got a smaller basket, but you know what, it's tall, so you can still put a lot of things in there. They gave us the wheelie bars down here, which I'm not sure, I'm not sure if they're necessary. I suppose that just for being safe, not a bad idea, because where you sit, you're really closer to the rear axle. Plus you have the extra weight back here, and they just want to make sure that going up a steep hill or something, you're not going to flip it over. So I understand that, but I'm not sure if I'm going to keep those on because it's pretty flat here, and I don't have to worry about hills too much. This is a folding trike, so you can fold it right down here. It folds fairly easily. Yeah, I mean, it's a heavy bike. I don't remember what the weight is. I'll have to get all that for you in the full review, but yeah. Let's jump back up here again. This is kind of neat. So they got this really nice looking basket up here, wire basket or metal basket, and then it has this it's a hard plastic insert. So you have an insert here that is screwed down so it doesn't flop around. So you have something there to help keep smaller items from falling through. And you got this really nice little lid here, and it just kind of snaps on right there. You got this cutout here for maybe like a mug or something, a tumbler. If you got some water you're going to bring with you, so you can kind of stick it down in there maybe. Kind of interesting. Yeah, so just a lot of cool things here about this trike that I like. I think it looks good. Originally I thought, it looks like you're sitting up really tall. But you're really not. I mean, I got my seat up quite a ways just because I'm a tall guy, but part of it is just the way the frame is designed and everything. It just makes it look like you're sitting really high in the air, but it's not too tall. I mean, I was concerned about stability or something. So far, it's doing great on the turns. So up here we do have, like I said, parking brakes on both sides. There's the close-up shot of the button pad. We got these mirrors we installed on both sides. And we have this Shimano 7-speed shifter. We got a twisty throttle right there. And there's our display. Yeah, you see that down there? It may not be flickering. I don't believe it is. So, yeah, pretty standard display. The standard model, well, not the Pro version, but the standard model has a small display. And if I'm not mistaken, it's even up here on the handlebars. The Pro version has this larger color display. So that's another difference between the two. I definitely would suggest getting the Pro version if you're looking at a trike like this. Just go for the Pro. Yeah, it's got a couple of nice features, really nice features for just a little bit more. Let's get back on here and just continue riding here a little bit. Let's see how it does here in the grass, starting out just using throttle. Oh yeah, no hesitation there, just wants to giddy up and go. I can definitely feel that there's no rear suspension like the Tour has. That Tour is really nice coming across the grass out here where it's real rough. It handles it quite well. And this one, it's just like any other trike that's on the market that does not have rear suspension. So looks like they've been doing some work here on our sidewalk finally. Let me get across that. All right. Continue to pedal here. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and cut across the grass some more right here and get out here to our little country road. There we go. I think my seat isn't. Yeah, my seat is sliding down. There it goes. Oh no, I gotta stop and adjust my seat because it's sliding down. I got a car behind me. I didn't have my seat tightened up enough. Alright, so let's just stop right here and fix that seat. See what's going on with it. Hit a little bumps and down she dropped. Look, I'm almost all the way down now. Isn't that silly? Let's see if we can get this. Oh yeah, it was pretty loose. Need to tighten up this little screw right here. I'm gonna have to use a tool to tighten up this little screw right here because I can't twist anymore with my fingers. There I go, I got a little bit more. Of course, the seat post has a cut here in the gap, so the top of this shaft, or the top of the seat post here, can be pinched and closed a little bit tighter, and it just wasn't initially closed enough, so it can really grab this seat. So it may slide down again. So that's a little adjustment we'll have to make. Just need a pair of pliers or something where I can squeeze that top of that tube pretty good. Yeah, here we go. Motor sounds good, doesn't whine or anything really loud. It's just it's not whisper quiet, but I would say it is quiet though. You hear the hum, but it is not bad at all. So I like that. Yeah. These particular mirrors, I'm gonna have to see if I can adjust them a little bit because I'm not seeing behind me a little bit. So if you're a little wider person like I am, you're kind of looking at yourself. You're not really being able to see too much of what's going on behind you. Like that car there, I had no idea he was sneaking up on me. So I wish the mirrors kind of stuck out a little further. I may have to see if we can adjust those and do something a little different with them. Either that or maybe get some mirrors that extend out further. When we were assembling this, I noticed that there's a lot of components and things that are similar to the Tour. Except for the shifter. The shifter is a downgrade. The one on the Tour is it's a higher model for the Shimano, where this is a lower end model. But it works. It's nothing wrong with it. The button pad is different, but we don't have all the functionality that the Tour has, so we don't need that style button pad. So this particular button pad works well. I like it because the buttons are embossed a little bit there. You can easily see what it is. So I like that. The frame and everything seem to be constructed well. Just overall, I don't know, good components from what I've been able to tell. Except for, I'll go back to these mirrors again. They just felt like, not the greatest quality. So I will probably swap those out and find something a little bit different. It works a little bit better for me. When we assembled this morning, my buddy Ron was helping me. There was quite a few things we had to do to assemble it. They say it's 90% assembled, which may or may not be quite accurate. But so it did take us a little while between the both of us. Nothing was too difficult. Nothing was difficult at all. It all assembled quite nicely. A lot of the connection points on the frame itself are threaded, so you don't have to have like a screw and a nut, or a bolt and a nut. You can just screw it down tight directly onto the frame because the frame is threaded, has threaded holes. So that's pretty nice. Made things a lot easier. The front suspension seems to be working pretty good, even though it's not adjustable. It's just a standard suspension fork that's, no knobs on it that you can adjust with. But so far, I haven't had any issues with those. So I think that'll probably work well for most people. This trike does not have blinkers like you would find on the Tour. It does not have the rear suspension, does not have the double motor. It does have the dual battery capability, even though we have only one battery on this one. Maybe at some point we'll get a second battery for it, because you can add a second battery after the fact with no problem. It just requires you to remove the existing battery and slide it over from where it's currently positioned, because right now it's in the center of the frame, so you just got to move it over either right or left and make room for the second battery to get bolted on. Pretty easy, pretty simple. Yeah, overall I really like this. We'll be doing some comparison videos between this and maybe the Moon Cool, or if we get anything else in that's smaller, compact style, we'll do a comparison video with those two. Just kind of show you some of the differences between them. Overall, I mean, yeah, I like it. I do. It's pretty nice. It is pretty nice. And the price is good. So make sure you follow the link down below to go check out the price, because yeah, I think it's a good value for what you're getting when considering, you know, what you get with some of the other top brands that are out in the market. Like the Electric XP trike is probably one of the most well-known brand models. Considering the price that you pay for that and the price that you get for this with what you get on this, yeah, super good deal. Super good deal. Very familiar with the Moon Cool brand, so when you compare this with what Moon Cool offers, Moon Cool has a really nice trike as well. I would say, this one is probably a notch up in quality. Similar in features, I suppose. But overall, you know, just really good. And it's a little cheaper than their newest model, the TK Pro. So, yeah, I would say this is probably a better value. So there's a little insider tip for you, in case you were wondering. But, you know, this is just our first ride, our first day with it. So it's going to take some time to get more familiar with it, ride it a little while, and who knows, we may find some things and we might change our thought process on that. So make sure you stick around, subscribe, and be looking for those other videos, because, yeah, we might change our mind on this. But for now, it's, yeah, it's a winner. It's real nice. Guys, that's going to be it for this video. Comment down below, ask me any questions. I'll try to get back to you. And I'll be looking for you in another video real soon, so ride responsibly and ride safe.